And at one point, I actually believed I was a mermaid. Hi, so it's been a while since I posted, about a month, but I'm going to be doing something different. So let's start with this before I get into the actual video, even though this part is pretty important. This is my channel. I'm just going to start out with that. So I'm allowed to post whatever I want. So, and yeah, I care about what you guys think too, like my actual fans, like some of you. I don't know how many of you are actual fans of me. I know there are a few though, because some people have messaged me, or whatever. But I just want to say that if you don't like what I post, you can click off. You can unsubscribe. I don't care. I'm gonna just say this right now. Hating on someone is really pathetic. I'm gonna just say that. Like, if you're gonna sit at your computer, your phone, whatever, and hate on someone over a screen, that's really pathetic. Like, it's my channel. I can post whatever I want. I can post whenever I want. Like, I do this for fun. Like, this isn't like... So, if I have ideas, I do them. And if I don't have an idea, then I don't post because I don't have any ideas to post. So I'm just throwing that out there because a lot of people don't know that. And just throwing that out there. So anyway, I'm gonna do my makeup, get dressed, and then I'll be back with the video. Okay guys, I'm back and I did my makeup and all that fun stuff, so my drink is frozen. So anyway, I'm gonna be doing a story time. My friend gave me the idea. This is very embarrassing, so yeah. So anyway, when I was in the 4th grade, I had an obsession with mermaids and vampires and foxes. I still have an obsession with foxes. They're my favorite animals. See? But aside from that, I was very into role-playing, cosplaying, whatever. And at one point, I actually believed I was a mermaid and a vampire and a fox. And I think a zombie too. I don't know. My other friend told me that I thought I was also that, which I can't remember. But anyway, it was the beginning of the year, and I was with my stepsister, and we were pretending to be these things. So I was a mermaid, and she was Spider-Girl. I'm very sorry if you are watching this. I totally exposed you. But anyway, so I would pretend that I was this mermaid person at one point, and that there was this girl named Faith who was trying to get me. And so I would pretend, and I would write my own notes to myself in this creepy handwriting, and I'd run and drop it so no one would see, and I'd drop it, and I would pick it up later and be like, oh my god, this says my name and all this stuff, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, Faith found me, and all this other stuff. And I remember my other friend Victoria, she went to me and she said, there's a note in your desk. And I was like, what? So I picked it up and I read it and I was like, wait, I didn't write this. So I actually started getting scared because I was like, what? So she wrote the note. I was an asshole back then. So I was like, hey teacher, there's a note in my desk and she wrote it, and yeah, so she got in trouble. That was when I did not like her. I'm sorry, Victoria. Yeah, I already told you I didn't like you then though, but so anyway, I did that, and then there's these two guys also at recess that I would hang out with, and they were vampires, and so I would hang out with them, and we all thought we were vampires. And also, a few years before 4th grade, there's this guy, and I was in like 1st grade, so kindergarten, 1st grade, and at lunch we would bring these drinks to school, and they were red, and I think they were like ice drinks, like the sparkling ice, and we would drink it, and we would say that it's blood, like human blood. So I thought back to that, and then in 4th grade, my stepsister would give me that stuff, like the red, like cranberry juice, and she'd see, and when I was in my vampire time, I was a vampire, a mermaid, a fox, all this other stuff, and she would give it to me, and I would drink it, and I would fuel up, and I would pretend it was like my cat's blood or something, which is kind of messed up, honestly, now thinking about it. So, and then in my cat years, oh God, everyone who went to my elementary school knows about this. But in those years, I had a group of my friends, and we didn't pretend to be cats. I mean, yes, we did, but people called us the cat people, and we would play this game that I created. Yeah, I created it, and it was a bunch of us. Some other people from, like, the sporty, I guess, people kind of played sometimes, but then they got tired of it, I guess. But we would play that, and we would pretend to be cats running around. So we'd, like, get on the ground, running around like that, and we would pretend to be from the Warrior book series. And we were all obsessed with it. Like, we would draw cats, we would read it nonstop. I actually read 7 Warrior books that summer. It was really interesting, and definitely me and my friend both agree on it was one of the worst parts it was like the worst thing that we like actually regret. Like, we hate ourselves for doing that. And actually, during 4th grade, when my friends came to talk to me about me being a mermaid and about faith and whatever, they were like, you're not a mermaid and all this stuff. And I was like, and I ran off like crying or whatever, because at that point I actually sort of believed it, which is not okay. But so I kind of like stormed off, got really sad. At one point, I got really mad at them, and we had a huge fight at the end of the year. We wouldn't even talk to each other. We're like great friends now, and yeah. But I mean, that was a crazy year because I was new to the school. So the warrior thing, that was in 5th grade. Now the mermaid and the vampire and all that was in 4th. So it was 2 years that I regret very much. 1 year that they all regret. Actually, they probably regret the 1st year too. But I mean, that's kind of how we became friends, because I met them on the 2nd day of school, and like we're amazing friends to this day. So that's like 6 years, and it's kind of amazing. Like, I love them to death. Like, they're like my family. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed the story time. I know it's a little embarrassing for me. I bought a mermaid tail too, to prove that I was real. And then I would tell everyone that my fake mermaid tail was, I would carry it around, so when I actually popped a tail, yeah, in my neighborhood, I would put that on, and I'd be like, don't look at me, don't look at me, ah. But yeah, so it was a very embarrassing and childish time for me, and a few other people as well. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy this story time. Very embarrassing in my eyes. Give this video a like, subscribe, hit the bell if you haven't already. Comment what you think was the most embarrassing thing in this video that you thought, or your most embarrassing moment that you've had. And maybe I'll compare. But yeah, give a like on this video or a dislike. I don't care, you know, your opinion. And maybe also comment down some ideas, DM me ideas of videos so I could post more. But like I said, if no ideas come to me, then no videos will be posted because I am raw in brain at this moment. But yeah, so thank you all for watching, and yeah, bye!